Hi everyone, I'm CHAO. I choose coexisting, peace, justice, and strong institutions on the topic of child abuse. Child abuse is any act that causes substantial physical harms or potential harm to any child that affects the mental impairment and physical health of the abused child and adversely affects the future growth and the normal life of the abused child. The place I choose is Bijie, a poor city located in Guizhou province, China, which also has the highest evidence of child abuse. There's a high preference for sons and many children lack parental care at home. Therefore, my design challenge is that in a lack of supervised social environment, abused child will not seek help. So I want to keep children safe and as protected as possible from harm by designing in a unsupervised private environment. My audience is a 6-year-old boy who is constantly abused by his stepmother and treated not to tell his dad because his father is working in another city and has no way to get home. He wants his dad to stay with him all the time and wants his stepmother to stop hating him. Here are the precedents I found. The first is a poster design about anti-child abuse. The campaign poster shows child abuse and sexual abuse, but I think it is not convincing enough. Boys are also sexual abuse and does not help children substantially. The second is to help heal abused children and the physical recovery of those who have experienced abuse by designing a garden, helping them rebuild their lives. I think provides help in helping children with physical treatment, but there's no way to provide children protect advice. A third is kindergarten architecture design, which modernizes child abuse by kindergarten teachers by designing the structure of the kindergarten to facilitate parental monitoring. I think this design greatly protects children's personal safety and in the outside environment, but there's no mention of children being harmed at home or in other environment as well. However, the idea of protecting children through monetary building design is worthy of consideration. Here are the three things in the future. The first story is that the mother found out that her child was reading a book on sex education in class, which she thought was embarrassing and could lead to early sexualization at a very young age. So I think that sex education in China is very backward due to traditional thinking. There is too much artificial interference from parents and also expose that the children's education is monitored by interfered by their parents. It is not conducive to the promotion of education. The second story is of the divorced woman working far from home in an unfamiliar city and fostering her children with relative who is using a tool wrench to fix a water pipe for family. The harmonious atmosphere of this family aroused her nostalgia. He missed her hometown and her children terribly, but what he doesn't know was that her children were being abused by their relatives. So many mothers are forced to divorce because they have had girls and are forced to find work under economic pressure. Children are entrusted to the care of their stepfathers or relatives, which also lead to children being vulnerable to abuse due to lack of the parental care or divorce. The third story is that of a young man named Aaron who has abuse experience of childhood. And he went to a friend's birthday party where they showed a video of his friend's upbringing. After watching the video, he felt frustrated because he realized that it is what a normal family should be looks like. This can reflect the fact that many children are born into unhealthy families and are abused from a young age and taught that it is the right thing to do. So when they are abused, they didn't realize that it is wrong and didn't see any help. Therefore, it is extremely important to raise awareness of children to against abuse, and only if they actively seek help can reduce the harm to them and can help them much as possible. So here's all my presentation. Thank you.